Hello, beautiful souls. Welcome or welcome back. Got the candle here, got the incense, got the diffuser. So if you see, that's the diffuser. Again, as always, the elementals, the natures are here with me always, whether I say that or not. They're always with me, right? They're always with me. So we're going to pull a couple of cards. Actually, I need to go get my glasses. Maybe not. We'll see. I don't know if I can read out of the book. Let's take a look. Can I read out of the book? Let's take a look. Ancestors and angels, messages that pulled before I took the kid to school. The first card came out was the snake, which was perfect because I was listening to a transmission talking about what some of us are just doing these final shedding. Maybe you're just starting to wake up. So shedding the old skin. So snakes are significant. Arrows, there are actually 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 could be significant. 12, 12, the number 3 could be significant. Triangles could be significant. Owls could be significant. And then the second card that came out, so we've got this dragon energy. So of course the dragons are waking up and starting to assist humanity more and more. So maybe you deeply connect with the dragons, your dragon guides. And it says be graceful in the moment and action. So again, I saw this, and it's again, the first thing that came through was, outside of reading what the book has, I have no idea what these say in the book, is that you need to have a lot of grace with yourself during this process of shedding, all right, while you're taking action, okay? So let's do this. Let's do this. So let's see where snake is. Again, I don't have my glasses, so apologize. I don't really feel like going over to across the room to get them. Well, there's that one. But we'll read that one after snake. And this book is set up a little different, so I'm still learning as I flip to snake. Thank you, team, for the assistance. All right, so cast off the old. This again ties perfectly in the transmission I listened to and a lot of the message that I've been talking about. So the time is to cast off the old and reveal your true colors. So go listen to True Colors by Cyndi Lauper. All right, your true colors, your true soul's essence, flavor, color, and frequency, your talents, your gifts you have to offer this world. In many spiritual traditions, the snake offers very powerful medicine. In tantric yoga, it symbolizes the kundalini. All right, which is the powerful serpentine energy within you that allows you to reach your highest spiritual potential. It also cuts through all of the bullshit, okay? When the sacred ones saw a snake in nature or encountered one in a dream, they knew that there was a transformation in the air. For me, the snake card not only represents the shedding of the old skin, but moving beyond the limitations caused by carrying the venom of negative thoughts about others or the past. The extended message with this snake card is the energy of renewal is washing over your life at this time. If for some reason you feel that your true self hasn't been recognized or you've been misread by others, know this energy is leaving you now, as all the self-limiting beliefs that you have accumulated along the journey, you've been peeling back away, a shield of skin, a shield of skin that you have created that has created limiting experiences. Your own personal commitment to the growth has been recognized, and now the external world will begin to reflect all of the work you have been doing within. If you feel someone you love has misunderstood you recently, they will be able to see beyond that if you're willing to recognize your own challenges. This is the time for renewal, abundance, and connection, and let yourself to be reborn and celebrated. A note on that, if you're continuing to feel understood by your family, allow that. Don't get wrapped up in it. Don't give your energy to that. Give it zero minds. Pay no attention to that. Continue to know who you are. And it doesn't matter what anyone else thinks. It's none of your business. And sometimes sounds a lot easier. It is. It's go into the zero fucks. Go into your 0 point and just give the 0 fucks. They will see you in your full essence when they are able to. And they may never be able to, but you need to quit trying to force that. Okay? That's what came through. Thank you. So be graceful in the moment and the actions. Slow and steady. Gosh damn, these messages are perfect today. Slow and steady. Breathe and flow. Breathe and flow. Take the gentler approach. The Shaolin master practices Shang Buddhism, and we are masters of Kung Fu, art, and traditional Chinese medicine. So I apologize if I say that improperly. Shaolin medicine is about learning to adapt to a situation and to tap into the energy running through your body. Again, going back to feeling into things, discernment, okay? And perceive it in order to release it at the right moment. Holy shit, those are perfect together. Thank you, team. All right? Learning to release it in order at the right moment. It also teaches you subtly because you are... It also teaches you subtly because when you are too forceful, you use too much energy. And that may not be supportive of what you are working on or going through. The Shaolin master, like the monk, has respect for all things. Depicted here, holding a praying mantis. So praying mantises might be a confirmation. The dragons, again, might be confirmation. All right. Is one of the forms of the Shaolin martial arts. He is disciplined and guided by his art and will never use it to impress the foolish or to appear stronger than someone who is threatening him. You too, beautiful soul, are being invited to remain graceful in your movement, in your choices and your actions. And that's not just around, it's you. Graceful with yourself. The extended message is you are being guided to flow like the water, blow like the wind, and connect with your purest intentions. Don't feel that you need to rush ahead. A gentler approach will be more fruitful and rewarding. And I'm going to add this: enjoy the journey, not the destination. Take a gentler approach and enjoy the journey. It'll be more fruitful and rewarding, okay? And more with subtlety and with grace, okay? Reach high, but also ask yourself how you can move with the flow of life rather than pushing against it. Do you have the capacity to reinforce your gaze at this time? Can you slow down or take more time to soften and to breathe as you move forward? This message was huge when I started recording. All of this will be incredibly beneficial for what happens next. So, learning to breathe, to become more present, because that is your power, that is your portal, okay? And slow down so you can become more present to receive the information, the knowledge, the wisdom, the whispers, the codes, the signs, the synchronicities. But when you slow down, it also allows you to be able to feel the feels and release them, and you're able to go through that with a lot of ease and grace. So example, if you become more present, take a breath before you drink your coffee, take a breath before you put your car in park. Slow down instead of rushing into the next thing, the next movement. Slow down, become present, because that is your superpower. And that superpower is your portal, because you are the portal of love and light, all right? It'll be a lot more gentler. There'll be a less chaos versus if you're just going, when shit falls apart and crumbles, it might be a lot more uncomfortable. There may be more discomfort in this shedding process, the snake, this awakening process. this ascension process, okay? And it's all perfect, okay? When I decided to kind of I literally did a trust fall. They want me to talk about this because I talk about this a lot. I have a hope chest at the bottom of my bed. Removed all the pillows. And 2 or 3 times during my process when I was really struggling, I checked in, put my arms out, closed my eyes, and breathed, and just said, whatever I was working through, I trust and I surrender, and I literally do a trust fall, and then I just lay there, and I feel everything that took place, the physical part of it, the spiritual part of it, and I connect that back in, and I ground that in those small practices. And again, taking those small moments, learning to slow down and be present. Instead of rushing through the morning, pause and breathe. Take 3 breaths before I get to bed. Take 3 or 4 breaths and just hold my coffee and just become grounded and present. Take a few breaths before I rush out the door. Take a few breaths before I put the car in park. Take a few breaths before we get out of the car. Do you see where I'm going with this? 1101 is confirmation. So again, I'm here to remind you, the more present you become, the more powerful you remember you are. 1111 is just your portal energy, because that power is your portal. That presence is your portal back to self. Breathing, becoming present, that brings you back to your 0 point, your true essence, your true soul. Okay? All right. I hope those that needed to receive this message receive it. Again, it's always for your highest and best, through unconditional love and light, through and with divine light, divine love, divine truth, divine power and empowerment, divine wisdom, divine knowledge, divine remembrance. And I'm here to remind you of your divine magic, your God self, your royal self. That's why I'm here. There's a lot of reasons why I'm here. I have a lot of things that want to come through all of the time, it feels like, or most of the time. 1200. Look at those angel numbers and see if there's any deeper resonance or information or codes or signs and synchronicities, okay? I love you. 1212 on the timer. I'll see you soon. Bye.